You like how I say tape? There's no tape. People, there's no tape.
Oh, this way they don't have to deal with my jiggly poof hands here. I can't hold still like I drink too much goddamn coffee. Lay off the coffee, homie.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be the coffee with me or not. Sometimes I shake, sometimes I don't. But when I'm holding the camera by myself, I know that even in my soberest states, I'm still shaking. Jiggle it a little open. Jiggle it a little open.
For sure.
Richard P. Feynman.
Who is this?
Theoretical physicist. How did I go this far and never have seen his name? You see, this is where my learning by experience changes. As I get older, recognizing what parts I was omitting to get to where I am. Because I'm almost positive of the authors that I've read, he's probably in the back of somebody's book. But because I don't ever read what another person has read to become who they are in their writing, just because I'm reading that person specifically in that moment because of what I'm experiencing, knowing that I'm doing the same thing with all these other authors, so they become an author. I remember when Ralph said this, something, what did he say? It's all back into that entanglement chain of reaction kind of thing. What's
the entanglement?
Oh, are you dropping bombs to me right now?
No, I'm dropping bombs to my video.
Oh, that's cool. I can't see anything. This is so
I know.
crazy.
But when you go back to the entanglement moment, you're gonna be like,
oh, that's fun.
Zing bang.
Yeah.
Fucking love her.
But so if anybody reads what I've written and they happen to go into my who I read space, I don't even know what that space is called. What is that? It's not references. When you make points about other authors, there's like a whole section that's like a appendix? No.
No, that's your references.
Is that what that body of the book is called, though?
I believe so.
Seems.
It seems like there is another more technical name for it.
Yeah, it could be. It could be appendix, but that seems not quite right. I don't know. Anyway, so that space where you in the back of the book, you go, these are all the authors that I read, and these are all
the ones that I quoted.
Right, exactly.
This is where I got this from.
Or this is the essence of this sentence that I've written. I came to after having read this person.
Yeah.
And then going back and, because you don't even have to quote the person, but if that person offered you something, being able to make that notation as well. But I don't check the people in the back of the book, so it's not like on my total frontal awareness zone. Well, now I'm looking at this Richard P. Feynman guy, and I'm just like, whoa, man, like, how many people have I read that had him probably in the back? And would I have ever been drawn to going to him anyways? Probably not. At the time, I was doing all the legwork of just trying to come to some real fundamental, sustainable ways of living. And you have to do that by practicing rigorous self-honesty and getting rid of things like anger and greed and lust and
blah and blah and
jealousy.
Blah
Yeah.
and blah.
So and there are so many different ways to experience that, those things, that every time if you put an effort into learning more about it, every time you go through it, and each new choice that has to be made, you'll bump into something. You'll be more aware, and it won't take you down its endlessness to insanity. Infinity to beauty sounds like a fun space to repetitively show up to, though. What you got going on over there? Gold digger? No, not gold digger. I was thinking of that song. Oh, wow.
I was like, hey! What the hell?
You and your noises, dude. You've got so many of them.
Yeah, it's
that
actually
kind of like a pig. You've had a horse, a porpoise, and a pig.
The dolphin is by far my favorite. The porpoise, whatever you want to call it.
It's probably one of the more irritating noises that I hear come out of you. It's funny,
and I could change them depending on,
like
which
like
dolphin
a
I am.
G dolphin or an A dolphin.
No, almost like I can change the sound and pitch, but also almost code it like I'm having a conversation.
Oh, are you saying that you can chatter porpoise code?
I believe so.
Interesting. We should go down and visit some porpoise.
Some pork pie.
Poor pie. Oh, poor pie.
That pie was not poor. That pie was delicious.
Oh, that pie was fabulous. Like, wow. And that was the biggest mistake, dude. You should have seen
That was the
when
best
I put the eggs
whoop pie
in there.
ever.
Oh my God. When I put the eggs in there, it started to kind of bubble up. And I was like, okay, either A, we're going to get really sick off this treat.
I didn't even know any of that.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you.
Oh, now I know what's wrong with me.
I figured we could have survived it either way, you know. The eggs were fresh, nothing was bad. But I dumped the brown sugar into the frickin' flour, and you're supposed to do the brown sugar, and the butter,
All
and the vanilla, all the gooey stuff to get
Dry
that
and wet
creamy.
ingredients. Yeah.
Right. Yes, well, I fucked up the wet ingredients. That's fucked with a pH, folks. Folks with a pH. That's fat with a
With
pH. pH balanced for fun with a pH.
Everything should be pH balanced.
I'm getting that.
Ooh.
Anyhow, so yeah, but
My hostas
once
are
I put way too
coming.
much chocolate in it, I was like, nothing can beat this. I mean, really, we'll eat straight chocolate anyway, so a
It was
couple
so
of
funny
oats.
because in my head I was like,
Kind of
damn, I
connect
love oatmeal cookies now, and I was like, that's because this is really not an oatmeal cookie the way oatmeal cookies are
Well,
made.
you know, the way that they come out, they are quite sturdy, so I do like to call them oatmeal health bars with chocolate.
Yeah, they were health bars this time because you
They're
cut up the pie.
Only because I cut them into bar shape. Certainly not because they were that healthy, because wow, how much brown sugar does Adina use?
Health cakes. I got health cakes.
I like health.
Because you always make them in the cupcake thing.
Yeah.
So health cakes.
Well, I don't always now.
Now you don't
ding,
always.
ding, ding.
You
Right.
did for a while.
I did for a while. Always and never. Such a freaking roller coaster ride. Just stay right here.
Oh, put your hands up, put your hands up. Ah! Oh my gosh. Speaking of putting your hands up, I just
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
I just,
put your hands up.
thought of Michaela on that
I'll put your
freaking
hands
roller
up.
coaster ride again.
I'll put your hands up. Gong, gong.
I don't like this phone.
Great, neither do I. We got 2 days left.
First phone
Tick, tick,
ever.
Tick, 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 tick. That's the 24-hour clock ticking, by the way, not the 12-hour clock.
Well,
I just want to kind of guess between the 10 and 11. You gonna be at my house at 10:30? Look at your watch. It's pretty close to 10:30-ish. We start giving each other 15 minutes without even expecting it. Just living with a 15-minute layover.
layover. You mean 15-minute lag?
15-minute, well,
Gap?
no, I think layover is probably good because if they don't arrive on time to your standards, then you stay in a layover.
Oh yeah, I see
And there's
that.
no real gap because it's all continuous. Maybe.
Yep,
This
got
is-
me there too.
all right, this
Come on, hit me with the other one.
Well, this is why I have a hard time with the word lapse, because you can't lapse. If you do something again, it's because you never left it. There's no backwards. Just like molecules spinning around in a circle using up space. What kind of space does you want to be using? What kind of space does you want to be using? Who are you speaking with? Arn?
No, Lotta. Lotta just
Oh.
texted me. He's got his ticket for the mitten.
Oh, his,
That's what he
his
says.
ticket for the mitten.
Yes.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
It is quite fabulous, actually.
Does he have a date yet then?
Ooh.
I'm guessing with that ticket comes a date.
Yeah, he wants me to call and talk details. And how do you spell tubbing and how do you spell tubing?
With one B or with two B's and with one B.
So tubbing's with two B's.
I feel that is the correct answer, but again, here we are in the state of birth. So we can create whatever we want, but we do have to know we'll probably be the only ones to show up to whatever rule we come up with while we sit here until we get proven something else. But I do feel tubbing is Tubbing and tubing is Tubbing. Ingo was his name-o.
Okay.
T-U-B-I-N-G, 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 and tubing was his name-o. There was a lauder on his way and he wanted to go. T-U-B-I-N-G, T-U-B-I-N-G, T-U-B-I-N-G. Oh no, he probably doesn't want to go tubing. He probably wants to go tubing.
This is why I asked.
That's right.
I'm going,
wait a second, it's too cold for tubing. Well, it's not
no,
too cold
it's
for
not.
tubing.
I don't know, man. It's like Africa
Yeah,
right now.
I know. Well, the water's still chilled.
And he'll be here in June.
Do you think the sharks have made it into the small rivers yet?
No, but they're working on it.
Polar ice cap, alert, alert. That was just
The funny thing is when the ice cap melts and some prehistoric thing comes back to life because it was cryogenically froze by the earth, then we're all going down. Watch this shit. You want to watch some crazy shit? Those sharks ain't got nothing on what's up there.
Yeah, I don't know. We still got nukes.
If you're gonna do it, create a
And I'm
singularity.
sure-
I want to be part of a black hole once in my life.
I'm pretty sure that if it came down to it, even Ilkum Jing Dong Sing Fong would line
Are you
up.
talking about Kim Jong-il?
Oh right, Kim Jong Il. Sorry, Sing Song Ping Pong. I just like to pick on him because he's a mean brat.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted our public to know actually who you were speaking.
I'll tell you
so
what,
we
man.
know.
When I watched that Inside North Korea, that's just too much. That is just too much.
Wow.
One author. That's your life. That's your whole life is this one leader, this one author, and he isn't even alive to like question any of his dialogue. You just listen to his son. His son says, "No, this is what my father said. This is what we're doing." So what do? Like just take Jong Fong Song Sr., erase him out of the history books once Kim Jong Il dies, and put Kim Jong Il in there, and then his son takes over and says the same thing. By this time, I'm thinking, though, the people, it's not going to be worth running. I mean, they're all going blind.
Blind and...
That dude did 1,000 surgeries, I think. Was it 1,000?
1,010 days.
I think he did 1,010 days. And when that girl took those blinds off and she could see for the first time, and her dad kept telling her to say thank you to Kim Jong-il, or no, it wasn't Kim Jong-il, was it? Was that the picture that was up there, or was it his dad? Doesn't matter. And she didn't even look like her energy wanted to say that. It looked like her energy wanted to be just really excited that she could see. And she wasn't even allowed to express that. Maybe. I didn't talk to her. I don't know. But that's what the energy felt like. And then all of a sudden she kind of shifted into yes, I thank you, great leader. But wow. She didn't even have a moment to just experience the fact that she could see.
Like, we're going to take that away from you, too, as soon as we give it to you.
It's out there, splashy pappy.
Oh, one of those days, you know.
Redonio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Haven't you seen me stumbling for 2 days?
That's a Redonio.
I'm like running into walls, dropping shit, overfilling a half a cup glass. I couldn't even pour milk into a cup yesterday.
I know, I watched you. You poured most of it on the floor. That was fun. I was like, well, there it goes. And you just kept on pouring for a little bit after that. And I was like, whoa, she's going over.
Yep.
You went, because normally if you go too far, you can catch it real fast. And then maybe a little bit seeps over the side of the rim of the cup. Sleeps over the side of the rim of the cup. But you really splashed a lot and poured a whole shit ton on the floor and down the cupboard.
It was awful.
It was crazy to watch. And to think that I was even present since my sweet laptop was in my lap.
I was present, my body wasn't. My
Well,
body
you've
was...
been doing a lot of work too, so.
Well, and I decided to dance and show my butt off yesterday.
Hey, you
That
did.
being said...
Matt's gonna do